Hey y'all, today we're going to talk about Bass Union weedless darter heads. This has become my post front go-to bait. And today we're going to talk about why, how, and what I'm doing to get bit on these. Give me a fish. Show me a fish. Show me the fish.
Show me the fish.
40 foot out. That way. That didn't take long.
What'd you do different?
Take one.
So what color? That's a good one.
That's a really good one. That's exactly. Come on. Knock it off. Maybe easier if I just did this. Ready? Reel down just a little bit more. Now I don't have to reach as far. First fish on the Bass Union dart head. It's a good one. Stuck them good too. First off, let's start off with what Bass Union is offering. There's two different hook sizes. There's a 1/0, this is on a 4-inch robo worm, and this is a 2/0 on a 6-inch robo worm. They have both sizes in 4 different weights per size. First size is 16th ounce, 1/8 ounce, 3/16 ounce, and 1/4 ounce. And all of the weights are written on the heads so that you can pick them up out of the bottom of your boat and know exactly what it is without having to get out a package to guess. Did you break one off on a drop shot? What kind of hook do you use?
What?
What kind of hook do you use?
Number 2?
Did you use one of those ones with the swivel on it?
No.
Oh.
It's in there?
I just caught a fish with a drop shot hook already in it.
That's Calico's.
Found Calico's hook.
I know he's using.
Hey Calico, I got your hook.
He was fishing over here.
Another one on the Bass Union weedless darter head. It's deadly. So there are numerous different ways to rig this. Right here, as I showed, these are robo worms on a straight-tailed worm. You could use a curly tail, but basically it gives it a nice slender profile. And when you cast these out, as it's falling, it has a death spiral. That death spiral is deadly. If you have forward scan, you can target suspended fish, and as this goes by, they will follow it down, if not eat it as it comes down to them. Once it's on the bottom, you can easily work this through weeds, rock, whatever is down there. It very rarely gets hung up. And if it does get hung up, usually you can get over the top of it and pop it free, no problem. A lot of A lot of this, when I use this, is a substitute for a Ned rig. I myself do not like throwing a Ned rig because I don't feel the bottom. I don't have enough contact with it. This gets down there in that same area and you get a lot better contact, and it gets hung up just as little as that Ned rig does, maybe even a little bit less. Not what I was thinking we had to do today, but this really sucks. I missed one bite doing this. I even tried getting sidetracked and bullshitting. Tell you what, if we go running, I'm gonna go get my fucking tea and a snack. This one's got a little more shoulder to him. I think we found him. Jesus, come on, bud. Gotta be a spot. It hasn't come up and down. Coming in. Just slow dragging the shit out of this. I have more of these if you fucking want to partake. Now I mentioned throwing forward scan for this, and you can find those suspended fish. Another thing you can do with this is throw a Kitech. This is the 1/0 on a 3.3, and this is the 2/0 on a 3.8. The beautiful thing about throwing this for forward scanning fish is this weight is in front of the tie hook. The advantage of that weight being in the front is just like hover strolling. You want that weight in front of the eye. So when you're throwing this, it stays level in the water. A lot of the ball heads, if you don't pay attention, either have the tail up or the tail down. It's not level and it doesn't look natural going through the water. This has a nice level plane to it, and it looks natural as it goes through the water. And you can slow roll this, and you can run this through wood, weeds, doesn't matter. It'll come through clean. Landed in some shit. There's trees right where I landed. Oh. I can net for this one. I don't think I can boat flip this one. Larger too. Coming. Oh! Pinned right where he needed to be too. Out here on Malones, just caught a largemouth on a Bass Union darter head with a 3.3 Kitech on it. I am doing this so that I could run it through all the wood and have a solo thing. So it works. Get you some Bass Union darter heads. So next, I'm going to talk about what I'm doing a little bit different. Is I'm actually taking this hook point, bending it out enough so that when it's sitting flush with the body, it'll actually grab my finger. So it's bent out just enough. And if you look, the hook point is pointed out to the tip of the eye, if not farther than it. The original ones will come where you can see it's pointed out back towards the shaft like a typical weedless setup. I will actually bend that out just a little bit, and the same thing for this, I'm bending it out just a little bit. You just have to lean into them. You don't actually have to smack them. You just lean into them, and they will load themselves, and you got them with these very sharp hooks and this thin wire. It just loads right up.
Ready to watch? I don't think I need to. You good? Starting to wake up. I'm not turning them very easily. It doesn't have big head shapes. Oh yeah, it's a good spotty. Look at them spit up shit. I need a net.
Huh?
I need a net. He ate that on the fall. Another one on that Bass Union. It's been pretty good.
So now that I've covered what I'm throwing on it, let's cover what I'm throwing it with. To start off, I'm throwing it on a leader, fluorocarbon leader, with FC Sniper in 8 to 12 pound. You would be really surprised, as long as you do not horse them, how much fish you can get out of wood, rock, weeds. Does not matter. Once these things are pinned, you just hold against it and it'll pull right out. Next, I'm running 10-pound braid. It's just regular Power Pro, whatever you like for your spinning rod, doesn't really matter. Just something lightweight, because that way this can do that death spiral on its way down. And this is a Dobbins 7'1", 2-power. It's a Caden. The reason why I'm throwing this Caden, this is actually my Ned rig rod also, is that it has a nice fast tip to it, but still has good backbone. So that way you can get that good hook penetration. If you pop it up out of the weeds, pop it out of the rock, as you're dragging along, you have really good sensitivity. That's what I'm looking for the most with a rod for this bait.
What we have here is no fucking tip. An open caster. Thought I was gonna see a little more than that. I know it's morning. This is on the bottom, yeah, they're still sinking. I don't know what that was, but it didn't feel like a rock. Could have been a rock with line bow. Let's just say rock. That's not. Apparently he wants to sing.
I got a little bit of line out still. So.
Well, shit. Is that first cast?
Yeah.
Oh, that's first cast. That's not good. First cast, Bass Union, darter head. He's choked.
So if this is something you're looking into, something you'd like to do, you have a single tie on so that you can throw This, you can throw this. You don't have to worry about bullet weights. You don't have to worry about nail weights. You don't have to, oops, I wasn't gonna show you that. Bass Union, check them out. They're on Tackle Warehouse. They have his own little website. I am not sponsored in any way for this. I just see a good product made by a local person. Check them out, Bass Union. And until next time, I hope you get them. I died. It was like 1 something, 2 something, 2 something.
218?
2 something, yeah.
That was like 1 foot from shore?
It's coming at me, or it's... That's a baggin'!
Woohoo!
The new dink of the day! It's so
Yeah.
cute!